going to do more than anything else is wear my political hat as former Secretary General or General Secretary of a political party, which I was for nearly 13 years, during which time I was also a member of two houses of the Oireachtas and served the party executive and simultaneously the parliamentary party. So very much the spider at the centre of the web. And because this is a political problem, as you've heard, and I completely agree with it. This is not a banking problem. This is a public finances problem, and every public finances problem is essentially a political problem. So that's why we're looking at the politics of Greece from this particular hat. And I'm starting with the party system. What struck me more forcibly than I would have expected is the fact that it's a two-party system, and they're almost of equal size now as a result of evolution since the collapse of the dictatorship. But what also struck me is that they're more than political parties. They're more like mass movements. They both tell you the membership is 800,000. They tell you very proudly. And that a huge student membership as well, of the order of 40 to 50,000 in each case. It reminded me very much of mass movements in the 19th century, and not least here in this country, say under O'Connell and under Parnell. I think it's worth reflecting on that a two-party system is unusual in Europe. It is, of course, it is a feature such as in Malta, but the multi-party system is the norm. For example, what Brian Farrell, the first Director General here, used to describe as the 2.5-party system was predominant in Ireland. That half party makes all the difference, such as in the Federal Republic in Germany until quite recently, the role of the Liberal Party is the half party. What it does do is it makes coalitions possible with one party or the other. The two-party system where they're both of equal size and what's in the middle doesn't really matter, you've got utter and absolute confrontation, oppositional politics. And that makes consensus extremely difficult to develop because you're always saying the other guy is completely and utterly wrong, and I'm completely and utterly and absolutely right. And a government of national unity, which is probably required, is as a consequence almost impossible. Now, there was an attempt, which was referred to while we were there, to create a government of national unity. I think the conversations lasted one evening, and that was the end of that. What I would like to classify this as almost a perpetual civil war. And it struck me that's almost like von Clausewitz in reverse. As you remember, he said that war was the continuation of politics by another means. But I think in Greece it can be truly said that politics is the continuation of war by other means. And my feeling about the thing is that quite literally you are entering a political war zone. It's very reminiscent, I would have thought, for Irish people of the politics here of the 20s, even up to about the 50s, where the two Civil War sides were entrenched in utter and absolute opposition with each other. And it's not the basis of a long-term solution, not least if you take into account this particular Seanach Las Gaeilge in Yarka Curla Kayla. There is no strength until there is a coming together, literal translation. As a result of this cleavage between the two sides, to use that political science term, the competition between the two parties is utterly and absolutely intense. The winner takes all, quite literally all. And